Happy fucking Saturday, folks. Welcome back to the fucking channel. Champions again for the fucking 10th time in 11 years. I'm back with Paddy. Paddy boy, Jibs. Yes. Yes.
It's
Oh,
me. I feel,
man.
I feel like one of the guys. I'm getting a huggle off a fucking big post of Cogley there. Great.
Oh man, fucking great, innit? It just feels right to be fucking having the trophy back. It's sanitized. There's no more Lana Wolf fanny on it. It's great. It's great. Shout out to Lana Wolf, Shout out to Lana Wolf, How's it
Fuck Lana
feel? How's
Wolf.
it feel to lose your fucking silverware, eh? Right, folks. I mentioned in the description there will be a lot of swearing. We're past 9:30 tonight. We're at the win the league. We're
Is,
overwhelmed.
is
It's
that
it's a
is that is
supporters
that why
feeling.
is that why you brought me on? Because of
Ah,
swim.
aye, fucking the West. Well, it's either you or Dell fucking every second minute swears. So that's the main thing. I got the old jersey on. Root it out. Simon Donnelly's debut jersey against Hibs. The
Nice
Maestro,
one.
Maestro. Look, where do we start, man? There's so much to cover. We've talked about the game. We've talked about Beaton, Rogic, players that could be going out. The new jersey, Ange. There's loads to talk about. Tell us where you're from watching or where you're watching from, folks. I'm a bit oiled. 4 cans in, and I'm like, you know what? I should have had a nice baguette this morning for my breakfast instead of having a bowl of porridge. I should have, but I didn't.
Fuck that.
I'll tell you the Wednesday night drinks, Paddy's killing me. After that drinking the other night in the Brazen has me fucked. Has me fucked.
Nah, you'll get used to it, mate. You'll get used to it.
That's it. If I moved to Glasgow, and Jesus Christ, it'd be like PISHED to me. But right. I'm not signing away saying that like Jesus Christ we've won the league. I'm signing away that I can't believe we actually really done it, considering the start of the season. No one thought we would have done it. We're sitting here, 38 games done, and obviously we've done Scottish Cup, Scottish League Cup games in there, Europa League, Conference League games, Champions League qualifiers. Fucking hell, what a long season, man.
It is, mate, but it's been an absolute fucking roller coaster of a season, and it's been one of the best seasons in a long, long time, and culminated with the boys raising the trophy today. So unbelievable, as you say, where we came from, where we've ended up. It's been different class, and it's down to your man Postecoglou and the guys in the park.
I'm gonna say this right now, right cut to the chase, right. I know Ange at the start of the season was calling out on the board, like when we were getting the defeats in Europe and the first couple of games, and you wanted to strengthen, and we got players in like Jovanovic and Joe Hart came in and sexy Koyogo. I know Koyogo was actually one of the first signings. Like out of 10 of the recruitment this season, what you rate out of 10? Like I mean the whole depth, like I mean players that came in hasn't fucking kicked the ball, like.
I think you could probably give it a solid 8. There's been a couple of players that's come in and haven't really done much damage, and that's you possibly maybe including Liam Shaw and Urigide. So
Mhm.
that's two guys right away who's gone out and loan. And then you're talking maybe like James McCarthy, big 4-year contract. He's virtually done hee haw. But as for the rest of them, mate, they've come in and they've made themselves count in the team.
That
And
will put us on the top of the league. But I agree with you, James McCarthy. He had a fucking solid shot today. That would have
by
been a
by the
cracker.
way, I was very happy to see him today, and I thought he did well, and he was beside Ideguchi with that lovely man bun. He was playing very very advanced up the park as well, but he looked pretty decent as well.
Itaguchi, see when he took that, I think he was expecting the cross in, to just get that in the box. I was like, "Oh, that's weird," but there was a clip that was when it was like a Tate Itaguchi and Moyeda, and I was like, where the fuck is Koyogo? Get him over for the fucking picture. But oh man, it's just like you look at it, like I know the lads have talked about Callum has talked about many times in his interviews, but the different type of cultures that came into the club, like you got an
Mm.
Australian culture, you got a Japanese culture, you got I know we have obviously you had Beaton with Israeli culture, you just get all these different type of players coming in, Croatian as well, Greek, and do you know what you could say? There's I know this I know a lot of people haven't said this on a podcast, but you're getting that type of mentality, winning mentality, buying into the manager, like kind of like the Martin O'Neill days. These boys are
Mm-hmm.
here to fight for the short. They get the club,
Mm-hmm.
and you haven't seen that in recent times. I know Brendan was just a strict professional, just had a way of getting the guys out there and performing. But these guys, they've been you're seeing in the last two, well, especially this season, you're starting to see more interaction with social media. They're getting them on for Q&As. They're doing more press conferences, and it's like the Martin O'Neill days. You're starting to see players get in the club, players that really want to play for Celtic, because there's a Champions League football to be there, and that's a stepping stone for them, and plus they're idolised by the fans.
Mm. I think, as we said earlier on the Jungle Joe's podcast, nice plug, um, is that you look at Ange and everybody's kind of the same opinion that whenever Ange speaks, you believe him. You feel you feel what he's saying, and I think the players are taking that on heart as well. They're actually playing for the manager, as you say, playing for the club. But even the day, Keith, even when Ange made his speech, he says that we will come back
One of
bigger
many.
and
There's
better.
there's about fucking 50
Oh
speeches
mate,
he's
it
done
was
today.
unbelievable. One of the best I've heard. Right up there with like Lennon's fucking.
Was it Lennon? Was it good as a bring the thunder back?
Yeah, better I would say is right up there with Martin O'Neill. You know, when Martin O'Neill was stood in the steps when he was unveiled as a manager, and he says he will do everything that he possibly can to bring some sex to Celtic Park. You knew it.
Subsex,
You,
subsex. We don't worry. We've had enough orgasms this season to fucking
no, I've
get the
not. There's
place.
always there's always room for another big O. Um,
We're on 68 viewers. We're up to 60.
oh, go for 69. We'll be all right then.
That's it.
Aye, but aye, I was clearly a bit tongue tied there. When Martin O'Neill says we'll bring success back to Celtic Park, you believed him, and it's the same again the day when Postecoglou was saying today, next season we will be back bigger and better, and you believe him.
But that's a statement that he's calling out the board and saying, okay, I'm at the bringing in Michael Lawwell. I know the club bringing in Michael Lawwell, and I know Nicholson's in as the new fucking CEO, whatever you want to call him, chief executive. Sorry, chief executive. Um, they have to back him. Like, there's no excuse now. We're in the Champions League now. Fans are fucking being calling for two players that are at the club at this current time to sign. We should be fucking getting these over the line now. Paddy, tell me a bit about Jota, his background. A lot of people probably won't notice about Jota. Me and before we came on, Paddy sussed out the situation with contract of Jota. So when's his deal up with Benfica?
2024, wasn't it? So he's obviously still got a couple of years left, but I'm sure that when we signed him on loan, there was a clause inserted that we could buy him for 6.5 million. I don't know if that's got add-ons or whatever, but I think it was a 6.5 million activation clause. So I think I think Celtic are more than willing to be paying that just now, because if they weren't, you wouldn't have any reports of negotiations between for a permanent transfer. I think I've personally heard a few things saying that he's looking for kind of big money, which Celtic aren't prepared to pay, which is all kind of as you would expect
You're
with
not as much
transfer
as he's
negotiations, you know.
showbox. You're never gonna pay someone above more than your captain.
Mm,
Unless it's Cristiano Ronaldo and like fucking Harry Maguire, but you know what I mean.
mm.
Definitely not. Um, well, I think he made it. I think he made it clear today, and I think you have to give him the petty cash. Give him a book that we've never seen Celtic spend before.
Why not? He's only 20, 22, 23, born in 1999, so he's getting plenty of years left in him. He's obviously went through this season, mate, and he's been great. He's been a great success, and he can only get better, surely. So,
See the volleys earlier on, seeing the first half, and he was volleying the ball and all. It's just like fucking
oh,
hell.
listen, he was loving it. He was loving it. He really did enjoy himself today. And Jota is one of the guys as a winger, which they are most of the time. They play better when they're enjoying themselves. He's entertaining fans, so get the money paid, get him in, get it done.
That's it.
Bob
We'll make it
Geldof.
as D McDonald says. DM McDonald says, look, get the money done. Get it done. We'll make a few quid off it. We will make a few quid off. I'm guaranteed. Realistically, as a looking at as a perspective, you're gonna get him in for a season or two if he's scoring. he's getting a look. Look, I know he signed at the end. Well, 3 or 4 games into the season. That's like could be potentially assist or 2 goals more. And if he's playing, well, he won't be playing Champions League qualifiers, which is absolutely unbelievable to think, man.
Oh,
That's
aye,
like,
absolutely.
isn't it just unreal to think that these boys are not back to pre-season for 6 weeks time?
Mm.
Six
Excellent.
weeks.
Mate, it's 8 games that you're having to do without because you're
We
going
should have
straight
been
in.
we
So
should have been going to America. We should have been going to Australia. I know we're going to Australia at the end of the year, but should have been pushing a tour here.
could go to Japan. You know, there's marketing,
We
there's a
play
trip
last time we
there.
went to Japan. We got our ass whooped by Yokohama, 3-1. But that's a great point though. It is a market there. Like you're starting to see obviously the Japanese print on the back of the jerseys and stuff like that.
I think
It's
I think that'll definitely happen though, Keith. See, especially with Mark Lawwell coming in and the kind
can
of
can I stop you for a
quasi.
second there? There's
Yep.
something that you might not copped on, but the translator has more league medals than Sefco. He's more. He actually has he has more. He actually has 2 medals compared to the Sefco history. He's getting as
Get
smart as
him
unfair
on.
now, isn't
Get
it?
get him on. Get the translator on.
We'll
By the
go
way,
back
he
to
was
it.
by the way, he was fucking loving it today as well, wasn't he? I actually thought for a second it was Ed Gucci, and then I
I
remembered
was
the
like,
other
who
man
the fuck
one.
is this lad? I was like, who is he? He's the grown he's here now.
The fucking new signing.
Wouldn't be surprised.
uh,
Oh god. Well, go ahead. Anyway, you were saying about Lawwell or something.
I fucking can't remember. Aye. Well, obviously, Lawwell's come in now. You've got the connection there between the City group. Obviously, Yokohama Marinos is part of the City group as well. So there's kind of links there between Asia and Celtic, and so aye, we can tap into all that.
So if we don't sign Jota, right, just say over the summer, is it a failure from the board, a failure from Ange, or is it just a case that the player and the agents just not being they think not being ambitious in his Jota's eyes, even though he's enjoying his
I,
football.
I don't know, mate. I don't think we would ever find out the true ins and outs if we didn't sign him. I think there's a possibility he might want to go back to Benfica because he is a Benfica supporter. So he's going back to his boyhood club in that sense. So I think that would be the only reason that you wouldn't get him. But we'll just need to wait and see. I think the other one with Cameron Carter Vickers, that's like
I think
it's very, very hard to judge.
his interview, yeah, it's like he was feeling it, but he's trying to be too professional. But when he's trying to be saying like let's just see how it goes. Like
It,
he's on 20. He's actually only on the 20 grand a week. I suppose. Like I looked up his 5 years of all the loan moves. And Martin O'Neill touched on his day saying, "Look, what's the point of you going club to club?
mm,
Club to club. It's like going job to job every year, which I've notoriously done. Job to job every year, and you need to find a permanent home where you enjoy your football and you're winning trophies and getting Champions League football. You're not guaranteed that at Tottenham, and you're not guaranteed you're even going to even get a game at Tottenham."
mate, I've said that for weeks, and I'm just hoping that the one guy that can possibly swing it would be Joe Hart because Joe Hart's been there and done it. He's done the tour of England as well after he's
Shout out to
left
Joe
Man
Hart's
City.
missus, an absolute cracker, by the way.
I never saw her. Send me
Oh, for
photos
fuck!
later.
Get yourself on the Sky Rewind.
Is she head and shoulders above the rest?
She's fucking decent enough, eh?
Oh, you missed that one. There was a joke in there, mate. Head and shoulders. Joe
Head
Hart.
and shoulders,
Oh.
fucking sure, right? She's no dandruff anyway.
Oh.
Fucking hell, but
Aye, but hopefully Joe Hart's been in his ear for the last few months to say, listen, I've been fucking hung out to dry in England and now I've found a home. Do the same because you've just been out and loan everywhere. The fans love you. You've got a club that wants to keep you. You can go play the Champions League. Let's take it for there.
mm-hmm. I definitely agree with you. Jesus Christ, these cans are gonna like rocket fuel tonight. Right, let's move on to the goals. As much as I keep saying when I'm saying this, Kyogo 20 goals, man, fucking brilliant. Considering he's
Brilliant.
been injured for like a long term. What was it,
Brilliant.
6-7 weeks? Some 2 cracking goals as well.
Was it the second one was the through ball for Alston.
Yeah, I was
Just
about
to
to say
go on the
that.
kind of half volley.
Ralstaldinho there. See that? See that flick in? I was like, what?
He was tremendous today, wasn't he? But aye, the pass for Kyogo and the finish was excellent.
I'm telling you one thing. As much as we all love Jovanovic, I know Jovanovic has better attributes than Ralston, but Ralston's not going to give up fighting for that right back position. Like
Good, that's what you want. You want competition. You want players no settling just as being backup. So it's a good dilemma to have.
Ralston had a really good game today. I think in the last 3 or 4 games he stepped in for Jovanovic. He's done a decent job. And look at
Mm.
we like the guy finished the season with more goals than Ryan Kent in the league. So that's everything. Like
Good.
that says everything. Um, David Turnbull, good to see him scoring against his old club. It was a good finish as well.
It was. It was very good.
the The question is, will we get a will we get a 30 game David Turnbull next season in all competitions?
I would love to see it, but no, I can't see it. I think he needs to start getting more involved in games and stop kind of
What
shying
what
away at
what
times.
what is he missing? Is it just a case that he's missing the physical edge of it? You think he was more like that when he was at Motherwell.
I think he's missing a bit of aggression. He looks like a very nice boy. If that makes any sense, like he tends to shy away at times. He tends to drift out wide rather than busting through the centre a lot.
Hmm.
He waits for the Hollywood pass, that type of thing.
I definitely agree with you. Like he's linked up with Maeda today for that goal. I know Maeda wanted the goal. You can see. I looked at Maeda's face after it did. It's like he's snapping. But Maeda got 2 assists. Was it two
Mate,
assists?
eh,
I think it was a 2 assists.
no,
I haven't looked back
I'll
at the
take him off
game,
that.
folks. I've been drinking Guinness, too busy drinking Guinness. So don't blame me. Like we know we've won the league, so I know there's gonna be people on here going with possession and stats and all this fucking Monday night football crap. But it's what I looked at today. Blind eye.
G'day, mate. What a bloody win that was, eh?
Oh fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
We'll be back bigger and better next season.
I hope so. I hope so. But see, the problem is with them quotes is the board have to back him, and I have to say now, he's fucking done a miracle with the club. So I don't want these fucking gobshites if we go and lose 1 or 2 games at the start of the season, be like, oh, it's not working on the Ange again. It hasn't worked on the Ange. I'm like, get the fuck, would you? Be
Aye,
patient.
as I say, like it's different when he came in at the start of this season because now he's proven how successful he can be. So you need to give him that extra kind of a belief in time. But I don't think Keith that he would be coming out today and saying stuff like we'll be bigger and better next season unless there's already stuff been happening behind the scenes with Matt Lawwell and Nicholson and they're already getting stuff on board.
What do you think it's going to be? A rolling contract or a 2 year, 3 year deal?
No, I think they'll continue on with the rolling contract. I think
I
that
think so.
suits everybody. Yep. And
I don't think
it,
he doesn't come.
it was a good Indian accent, I'll give you that.
The thing is, I don't think he's that type of character. You can see his kids were happy and his wife was happy today, and I can't see him moving anywhere soon. Brian, you're taking the piss with this. Like honestly, I'm no Axon man. I don't fucking read all this. Look at this thing.
Okay, for fuck's sake.
Uh, Brian, you're taking the piss, man.
I'll let you read that one out.
I don't even read now. I can't even fucking back. Fucking hell. I think I need to take a. I think I need to take a picture of that.
You fucking copied that. You copied and pasted that for somewhere, Brian. Behave yourself. You've copied that from Wikipedia.
Look at Brian. Can we make it a bit shorter, please? It's like when some boy texts me with his life story, and I'm just like, yeah, fuck that. I'll just send that voice clip back.
I know. Just shows the tits.
Jesus Christ. Lanky, how are you? Hope you're well. And Brian's writing the Bible. Brian, you need to get the. He's not finished.
The poor guy's only trying to give you a bit of information, keeping your slaughtering him. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. He's very thorough.
Brian, I'm not slaughtering you. I just had to have a few cans of Guinness. Just please bear with me, man. Like seriously, like I'm literally overwhelmed. I wasn't even in the position to do a podcast on one night. But okay, let's just see what happens with the two lads. Don't put their eggs in one basket with shot and
by the time I read that, the pod is done.
Oh God. Right, let's talk about Tommy and Nair Beaton. We'll start with Tommy. Fucking hell, man, I cried today. I actually cried when I seen him come off the
I,
pitch.
I had a wee fucking tear in my eye myself.
I swear to
Ah,
God. I think you know what? I think when he almost scored in on the first half. I think it was like what was it? Was it 30 minutes in or something like that? And he was unlucky with the goal. And I was just like,
mm,
oh my God, I hope I hope he gets it like even at least 70 minutes under the belt. And then when he's coming off, you could see all the lads like hugging him and all. And Joe Hart ran up to him. And I think as soon as he put his arm around Giakoumakis and then around Ange, I just went boom, folded, folded with tears, man. I folded
mm.
with tears, and I can't remember the last time I folded with tears, like seeing a player come off the pitch for Celtic in it. Like I know obviously Brownie wasn't the way it should have been, but like it's been a while. It's been a while. I can't even remember the last time I felt like that.
I
I think
know,
it was.
but
I'll be honest with you. I think it was Henrik Larsson when it was Dundee United. And obviously he played the full game that time.
mm, aye, probably. But that's what Celtic does to you, innit? They capture your heart, mate. And Rogic has been here for 9 years, and clearly he's wanting to move closer to home. So I think he'll
I,
probably end up in the J League. You know,
I'm gonna say touch on that right now, right? So there's obviously fans out there that don't understand the whole concept of why is he leaving, why are we not getting money off him, why like he's 1 year left, why is he not taking why is he not staying on for another year? The pictures were right there today. He has a baby, a young baby, a young kid. He's probably wants to go back to Australia, see his mom, see his dad, start a life there with his missus, and that's it. At the end of the day, family is more important than any football club. And I think there's a small percentage of fans of every football club that don't understand that, and it makes me sick. It makes me absolutely sick. He's done his service at Celtic. He came into the club. He played his debut against Inverness. I think he played about 8 games that season. Then went on loan. Went back on loan to was the Central Coast Mariners.
Mariners, yep,
Yeah,
Mariners, yep.
went on Mariners. There was talks that they were going to buy him, and then he was like, "Fuck, I'll go back to Celtic and see how it happens." And then he came back, and then obviously Ronnie gave him a chance, and then he was phenomenal under Ronnie.
Mm. He's been a great servant. He's given us so many amazing memories, amazing goals. The goal to win the treble against Aberdeen was just sensational. You know, he's the only guy that can score a fucking 30-yard screamer at Ibrox and
S-
break a
Sorry,
Huns ankle at the
s-
same time. So
I have a bit of spam coming through and clutter coming through. I think it's one of them dodgy emails here. We're going to Seville. Oh, are you? You mean Savile? Oh God. Okay, I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to give them airtime.
aye,
But
fuck off your boot.
On Tommy Boy, besides the treble goal, what's your favorite Tommy goal?
As I said, the goal that he scored at Ibrox,
3-2 game.
a 30-yard screamer, and he actually managed to break David Bates' ankle at the same time. So that was a good one.
Ah, fucking unreal. I think the goal against Aberdeen at Pataudry, remember when he was outside the box, he kind of touched on, done a volley. It was a little volley into the left corner.
Yep, yep,
That
yep.
was a cracker goal. Obviously, he scored that season as well. When with the treble, he scored in the League Cup final. Did he score twice in the League Cup final? Was it him and Jamesy?
No,
Who
not
was
just
it?
once, wasn't it?
It was a 3-0 win anyway against Aberdeen. What was who scored that night? Oh, no, I'm
Oh,
thinking James.
now
Oh
you're putting us
Jesus.
under the spot, mate.
Oh fuck me, man. Jesus. That fucking. I know, like, folks, get the comments up. Who scored in the Betfred Cup final, the Invincible season for us? Will you please? I'm not going on and start doing Sky Sports News here, ripping the stats out. Um, Tommy needs day, best player in Scotland, 100%, and he's after getting fitter and better. Someone said
Mm.
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Let's see, and Bedfred Cup final 2016. Let's see who it was. Let's see. It was a 3-0 game. It wasn't it. Who scored though? Let me see. It was
Um,
Rogic, Jamesy boy. Yeah, Jamesy scored an outside the foot shot, and he scored again the following year, and it was Musa Dembele with a penalty. You know, unbelievable. Craig Gordon, Mikael Lustig, Jovanovic, Stevchenko, Emilio, Scott Brown, Shuey Armstrong, Tommy, Paddy Roberts, James Forrest, Musa Dembele, Colo on the bench, Beaton, Griff, Camboa, Gary McCoy, Stevens, and McGregor. My God, that was a team in
mm,
itself. A team in itself. Oh no, that's not
brilliant.
the. But look, his time's done. People need to understand that. I understand that people are saying we need the Champions League experience, but you know what? If his head's not in it and he has a young baby that's only a couple of months old, let the man go back to Australia for God's sake.
Aye. As you say, Keith, family matters most, and he's already come out and said that he's not going back to the A League. So he'll obviously probably be going to Asia, maybe, or
You think a
America, I
J
don't
League?
know.
You think Ange has a word in there with the J League?
Aye, well, I think it's a quick trip, is it not, for Japan to Australia?
Seems like 5 hours or something.
I'm not that great with my geography, so I'll leave that to the guys as the comments. But I
I'm sure
think
there's a few Aussies in here watching anyway. They're probably no ball night drinking bleeding Fosters or something. Good day, mate. There's a shark in the water.
what is that? A fucking Welsh accent?
Better than your Indian accent anyway.
Good, good.
Right. Was up in American City, the atmosphere was buzzing. To be honest, it looked like fucking chaos, like
Mm.
good chaos compared to this time last year. It was like fucking World War Z.
Nah, it was great, great. Right up the Gallagate as well. Um,
What can you do? Just live it up. Do you think this is the last we've seen of McCarthy? I don't think so. From
no, surely not. He's got a 4-year contract for fuck's
I'm
sake.
sure Beaton's left, so McCarthy has a better chance of playing now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We talk about Beaton. Obviously, Beaton's been a good servant as well for the club. 9 years in the
Yep.
club. 271 appearance. 200 was it 270 or 271? 14 goals. I think 18. Was it 18 honors? What a servant! Imagine having that on your CV. You've won you went on a 69 game unbeaten run with a club. Um, winning trebles 4 seasons in a row, winning trebles. That's something like players dream to have that.
Mm. And that was what a 9-year career.
Yeah,
So it's a good old chunk. I thought that the guys would have stayed for another year to get their testimonial, but you say family into it. Neil
family's
Baton's
more
obviously
important, man. Like people
he's
don't understand.
he's obviously want to go back to Israel as well for his kids and that. So that's listen, you can't say a bad word about them for that reason. So fair play to them.
True, true. Seeing the tribute that near about it wrote it near. No, I didn't see it. I haven't been on Instagram to look at it.
I, I, I'll be honest with you. I don't think I could read that. I think it'll be quite sickening. Like,
Yeah, look, Abad is going through a bit of a difficult time at the moment. His ex missus broke up with him. Beaton's leaving him. You know, like what's next? He's gonna he's gonna be sitting down with fucking Jack and Victor having a few points in the Clansman at this rate. You know, no,
they
Abad has
can't.
been.
They finished as well.
Jesus. Glasgow Zoo has announced it's opening the new theme park. Oh Jesus Christ! Everybody's in great form. Everybody's in great form. Who was the man the match today? To be honest with you, like Maeda, Jota.
I would have said Jota. Just.
He scored as well. Nice goal.
Mm. It was on it. It was on form. It was loving it.
He was. But that's I don't know if that's just his sake, like saying, "Oh, that's just me send off," and look, this is what I can give you, and you should be going after me. Like this is it's all here, baby. You wanna grab them, you gotta come at me, you know.
Keeps on the beer. Keeps on the beer.
Caves on the stout run amok.
Oh, you're on the Guinness. You're on the Guinness.
That's
You're on
it.
the good stuff.
God help this fucking gaff in the morning. The place is gonna be stinking. Gonna be absolutely stinking.
I know. I actually feel bad,
It's
mate.
gonna,
I've been sitting with a cup of
it's
coffee
gonna
and
be
a
like
bottle
when you
of
open the doors at Ibrox, like.
water. Stinking of shite.
That's it. Permanent stink as well.
There's feed the bear saying, where's the tonic? And fucking, that's what I'm on tonight. Ridiculous.
God help the toilet. God help
Mm.
the toilet. Kyogo thought it was excellent. See
Yes,
second,
yes.
see second goal is it was a replica of kind of the Hibs goal, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Excellent. I think he's just exceptional. But listen, I thought Giacomakis was great and all when he came on. His first
Ah,
goal was superb.
unbelievable. He's so we're gonna say now how many goals is Big GG gonna get next season in all competitions?
30.
Fuck man, that's a bold statement. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna say 25. Oh, he's at it
Oh,
again.
gee, he's fucking doing that again,
He's at it again. He is. Chief Executive Michael Nicholson has been put in charge of negotiating Carter Vickers' permanent switch north of the border, despite being branded the chairman of the board. That's a complete copy and paste job, by the way, folks. Terms of football recruiting by Dermot Desmond. Um, oh fucking hell, man. I love you, Rob. Good skin. You sent me a couple of bracelets and stuff like that, but like Jesus Christ, man. But Jack and Mac is 30 goals. You're saying why 30 goals?
That's a nice big round number.
Footy fit.
Yes. Yep. I think he's a striker that we've been crying out for years. Finally, we're going to have a number 7 to be proud of and be excited of.
Excuse me, you had Freddie Lundberg. He was a great number 7.
Fucking give yourself peace.
Oh god.
So
Um,
was fucking Nadir Shifshy.
oh jeez, man, don't even bring that up. That was a fucking. To be honest, I was actually quite excited about that signing for some reason at the time. I was like,
So was
remember
that because it
a
was a
few
bit, it was a
Dundee,
bit.
few Dundee links in there. They had Stewie and fucking Gary. Like,
I bet it was always a big Gallus bastard, and he always had to go against the rotten mob, and then he came to us, and he was just a big fat fucking tramp.
I was like, this is the new Jan. Like, this is the new Jan Venegor. But we have found
Aye.
the new Yanagor. Like, fucking Yanagor, Yanagor, not
Yanagor,
Van,
yeah.
Yanagor.
Han Yanagor of history.
Jackagor, Jackagor.
Jackie Go.
George's
Jackie Go, there
Jackagor,
we go. Jackie Go.
Jackago.
That's his new name. Jackie Go. Well done.
Freddie Shy. And doesn't negotiate deals. He's not. It's not the 70s for fuck's sake. Well, that's why we bring in Michael Nicholson. Like, not
By the
Michael
way,
Nicholson.
by the way, listen,
Mike
listen. By the way, you're wrong there, pal. You're wrong. Ange is very much involved with the deals, so you're wrong.
and Dermot Desmond did say that he does pull the strings. He is the boss when it comes to what he wants as a recruitment. But I still feel like there was a couple of these Liam Scales and Johnny fucking Kenny and the James McCarthy were Desmond deals.
Well, Joe Hart as well. Joe Hart was a fucking Desmond deal.
Think so?
Because he was on. They already looked at him the season before, so I don't think Postecoglou just rocked up and went, "Oh, by the way, Joe Hart," and they're like, "Oh, by the way, we already tried to get him last year. Come on." They were
Yeah,
already
yeah.
trying to get Joe Hart.
I remember like I was doing the video on Joe Hart and I was like, oh, don't mind Joe Hart, he's at Corny Boney at the moment. Before he signed for Spurs, and I was like, yeah, I don't mind him, but he's been remarkable to
Excellent,
have.
excellent.
Remarkable. I know some people are still like have his doubts about him, but like all I can say is like we all moan about his passing at the back, which I do. But if the clean sheets are racking up and the stats are proving it, we should literally lay off him. He is
But
gonna have a
he's
couple of bad games, like every keeper does.
but his passing. I think his passing has been really, really good. Obviously, there's a few saves that he could have made and done this and done that, but overall, mate, he's been exceptional. A leader, and he's solidified the back, which is something that we've struggled for the last few years. So I don't give a fuck. Big Joe is top class.
Right. I know we've went through trebles and fucking Champions League qualifications and stuff in the last 20 odd years, but you're saying this league win is up there, but this season's been up there because we won a League Cup as well. Is it up there like the Martin O'Neill deaths? I know we've had Brendan with trebles and invincible days. Like that's just, I still don't think that's hitting me the way it should hit me. The
No,
invincible.
you can't say that this season's better than a treble winning season or this and that. But this season
But
is
it's the nature that we've pulled this back, man. You look on the statistics, like fuck me, we've pulled back a 25 point gap.
listen, absolutely, and he deserves all the credit for the job that he's done, and that's what has made it such a historic season
Mm.
because of the state that we were in, how late that he came into the club, and how quickly everything was solidified and guys were brought in, and he's properly made a title winning team that was supposed to be a rebuild season. So for me, it's an incredible job, and I just cannot wait to see next season to see how good the team are going to be when they've had a break, had a proper pre-season, and they're sitting in a position of strength to go out and just get better.
Hopefully, hopefully, like I know we have a couple of pre-seasons coming against Norwich and Blackburn Rovers and stuff. Obviously you look back to that pre-season of when we got hammered by West Ham at home, and people were like, "Oh fuck, we're gonna get hammered by Midtjylland." We went to extra time against Midtjylland. We were unfortunate, wasn't meant to be, and then we losing the Hearts on the Saturday night. That was a weird kickoff. What time was that again? Was that 6:30 kickoff? 7 o'clock kickoff?
Uh, I
It
can't
was a
mind.
it was a weird kickoff on a Saturday night. We played Hearts on a Saturday night on Sky Sports, but yeah, that was a strange one. And then just kicked on after that. Obviously, we lost to Rangers, and then getting beaten to Livy, and then going 30, was it 32 games now unbeaten?
32, I think. Aye. Mm-hmm.
Aye, fucking unbelievable,
What about that one
unbelievable.
as well? Big Starfield and Vickers haven't lost a league game since the two of them started playing together.
Shaggers, absolute shaggers.
Oh, aye. No,
This
like
season,
us, we're the ultimate shaggers, but aye, you know what I mean.
of course, no one could beat the Pad and the Keith. Um, this season, Ange has brought us together back as Celtic family. What happened last? It's not just Ange. I just think in general. I know this sounds like a selfish perspective. I just think everyone jumps on the board when people are winning,
Hmm.
and that's the way it is. And there is gonna be people that are gonna fucking like turn around, and when there's a couple of bad results, they'll be quick enough to nitpick what Ange has done wrong, and what this player should play it or not. At the end of the day, we're not gonna win fucking high and dry every fucking next season. Like, and I know people are looking forward and saying, "Can't wait for next season. Can't wait to see who comes in. Can't wait for Champions League football." Like, I'm just hoping it's not too much for us. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I don't think it will be, mate. As I say, we're going into next season in a position of strength. It's not the same as the start of this season where it was just fucking total chaos
But I
off the
think
back of a terrible season.
I can understand what you're saying. We're going in as a position of strength, but at the same time, we went into this season as underdogs. So if we have that kind of step up and say, right, we're defending champions, we need to regain the league, we need to have options for Champions League football for 6 games, we need to boost the squad, we need to put our fringe players out on loan, we need to do this. I think I'm not saying I'm not dreading next season. I just think a lot of fans would expect treble next season, and I think that's a lot to ask for,
Oh, listen, it's stupid to expect a treble at any
especially with
time.
Champions League football.
Aye, I mean, like how many trebles have we won in our entire history? We can't. You cannot expect a treble.
Five.
Like,
So
if
now seven, six, six, six. Jock Stein, Martin O'Neill. Then obviously the fucking quad
Rogers,
treble. Quad
Lennon, aye,
treble.
aye.
Yeah,
So it's not an easy thing to do. If it was that easy, more people would have done it, and then it could be expected, but it's not. So some people just need to calm down with the expectations. But as I say, I think just go with my own kind of opinions. Like I think next season is going to be even better than this one.
watching it because we have the extra level of Champions League.
Yes, I think I think we're going to see some fucking roller coaster games in Champions League next
But one
season.
thing, I want to touch on, right? And I know I hate bringing these, but we
Don't
need
you fucking mention Wednesday.
no, no, no. We need to be fitter than them. In the last couple of games, they've been fitter than us.
Mm,
The last two
yes,
games.
without a doubt. Yep. We need to learn the lessons for the last couple of games, as you say, which I think Ange will do. I think he'll adapt the game to that, but then it's all about how they come at us as well.
Definitely. So some people are talking about Mohamed Jezi from Harmaby.
Is
I
that how you pronounce his name?
I just swung with it, to be honest with you.
I was calling him fucking Mohammed Yeehaw or something. I
I
can't
just
know.
Jezi. Like, obviously, if we get our Muslim celts on this that could correct me, please drop me a message to how to pronounce it. It would be welcome. At the end of the day, go with it. Look, he looks like a good player. I know some people are saying it's Ange kind of wrote it off and all this bullshit, but like, let's see what happens.
Mm,
Let's see what happens. You know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, if we're gonna have to strengthen left back anyway because we've too many dudes in at the squad.
mm. Listen, we've only got one left back. Bolly's going to be getting to fuck. Liam Scales isn't going to get a game. Let's be honest. Stephen Welsh was playing at left back today for fuck's sake. So we need to get somebody in who can at least challenge Taylor or be better than Taylor. So
That's about as like if we can get someone who has a bit of Europa League experience in any aspect. I know Taylor has Europa League experience, but there hasn't been a standout game where you say, well, Greg Taylor, good enough to do it. We can put him in there, but like Champions League, I think it's too much to bite the bullet. I think a lot of these players are going to be going into the unknown, the Champions League, likes of Koyogo and Abade. Um, if we do get Jota on the permanent, if we get Carter Vickers on a permanent, Joe Hart, I'm not worried about. Obviously, he has
no.
experience of playing in the Champions League semi final with City and stuff, but it's stuff to worry about with these crop of players that we have.
Mm. I'm looking forward to seeing Maeda and Giakoumakis in the Champions League next season. I think Maeda's going to be quality. Once he gets a break in the pre-season, and then obviously Giakoumakis, I think it's going to be a massive dark horse next season.
Going to this comment here from Topic Talker. Um, you play Jovanovic left back and play Ralston right back? No, I just think
No, no,
keep it
no. Go and get a left back. Just do it right. Do it once.
100%. I think it's going to cost us about 6 to 7 million to get a decent left back. And I know some fans will be probably like, oh, that's a bit mad to go for a left back. We need to go to strength in other positions. The centre back thing is all over the shop at the moment.
Mm.
You probably seen Julian's comments last night, did you?
Yes, yes, yeah, yeah.
Do you agree with him or disagree with him? I actually agree with him. I know as much as we had a solid, I know we Carter Vickers and Starfelt, as you said, we didn't lose a game. I can understand where he's coming from.
You and I have spoken about this before, mate, and I had a theory that Julian hasn't come back the same kind of player. Plus, Ange's kind of style might be too fast for him. And for me, I think that statement kind of proves that. But I don't know. I'm kind of told, mate, like if he's that desperate to play, then he needs to wait for his moment and prove it because he's not going to break up the Starfield and Cameron Carter Vickers partnership. But he's now come out into the media and started flapping his gums. So if I was a manager, I'd be like, you know what, you get to fuck.
We can make some sort of money, even get 2 or 3 million off him, let him go back to the
No,
top division.
I don't even think he would make that, mate.
Hopefully we can get something off him. I like Julian, but I think some people are living too much on the ego with Julian. Like he's not the same Superman Julian he once was 2 or 3 seasons ago. And I know
Mm,
game time talks for itself, but if we're praising Ange, if we're praising the team, we're praising title winners, Julian hasn't been a title winner this season. Unfortunately,
mm,
he hasn't. He's only played 20 minutes of football, and that's down to
mm,
injury and it's down to selection as well. So we can we can live without Julian as much as
Oh,
I
aye.
like Julian.
But the jury's always been out on Julian anyway. We know that he can be a crack player, but for a guy who's supposed to be your kind of physical imposing defender, he's been bullied so many times off a vastly inferior players.
That's what you're saying to yourself, right? Look, do you bring Julian into the squad where he scores set piece goals for you, or do you bring someone in that's just a fucking machine like Carter Vickers, gets the odd goal or two, and you see there's a moment in the game today where that lad looked like he was gonna win the ball, and Carter Vickers just went sprint right past in the second half, took him down.
Mm,
So Car- like deep down inside, we all know we all want Carter Vickers, but like fucking just bite the bullet and get rid of Julian. Like if Julian's not going to be happy at the club and he's on the bench and he's not getting a game or two, and obviously injuries happen and stuff happens, but Carter
mm.
Vickers is that consistent where you can't see him getting a suspension, you can't see him really picking up injuries. You look at, I think he went through, I think it was like 46 games he played this season for Celtic.
Something going.
You know, he's a machine.
And he doesn't show any emotion. He just fucking runs about with his eyebrows, doing like that, just goes and clatters people. And
I think he was a bit taken back when he was getting interviewed. He's like, I'm not ready for this, you know, you know. Um, Gucci was good when he came on. We'll see more of Gucci next season. Obviously, it opens up the avenue. I don't think Ange is gonna. I think I think Ange will get rid of likes of Sorrow. Sorrow will be gone. I think Liam Shaw will be gone, but I don't think he's played enough football for Motherwell.
Yeah, I think he's played 5, 6 games, and I don't
Yeah.
think he's impressed. I don't think he's impressed in any of them. But then again,
Played
Motherwell
well
have
against
been
Rangers away.
well. There you go. But Motherwell's been terrible this season, so I don't know if we can really judge him on that. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. Like you said myself, don't let Julian cause hassle. Get him out and get CCV and like that's it. It's all about see what happens. Like time will tell. Come on the hoops next season, bring it on. That's it. Like we'll just let's just enjoy tonight. I think we're all dying for next season to happen. We're gonna miss the football terribly as we do, but like we've no Euros to look forward to. We've no World Cup during the summer. The World Cup's obviously in the latter parts of the year, but it's all gonna be transfer rumors. Like let's talk about this new concept top, the Adidas one. Um, what you rated so far?
Top class, mate. Throwback to what 94 to 94, 95 or 95, 96.
92 to 94. That's cheers,
Quality.
man. Proclamation.
Absolute quality.
I'll put that out in the back garden. I will, Dave. It's classes. I'll get that up. I'll talk to you tomorrow. But yeah, it regards to that jersey there, Paddy. It's I don't know why there's leaks going around. Obviously, Roxanne that follows the channel from Orlando, she went into Adidas store and the Celtic jersey was up for sale.
You get that across the world, though, don't you? Fucking people get a hold of the concept design and they can rattle out a jersey. They do it in fucking Turkey, for fuck's sake. So they could possibly be doing it in America. I don't know, but
I'm not looking at the back of it though, where it's completely
no, no.
full back. I understand like if it's a European strip, you put obviously you have to UEFA don't let us do the whole like hoops in the back of the European strip, but it's a nice jersey. It's grown on me. I like the neck on it. I like the whole concept of the same design crest and then the star over the crest. It just shows that the more likely will be a colour next season in the home kit as well.
Mm. Well, surely though, right, you can maybe correct me if I'm wrong here. We tend to go with the same crest on each top. Am I
But do
right?
you know do you know what I recognise? Celtic's normal clothing wear have done a lot of that kind of design with clothing with the crest, like that kind of ember around the crest.
Aye, so that's why I'm thinking, because obviously we're going to be bringing out a new home kit as well. So maybe we'll have the wee shield in with that too.
For
I don't
for
know.
30, 125 years, yeah, it could be. Could
Yep.
be. Like could be a good show. But okay, regardless, gonna buy it. I always buy them anyway, so fuck it.
As long as I've got the only star that matters right above
That's it. Not that fucking corruption stars. They think that they're all right with,
it.
Um, it's a Champions League winning jersey, lads. Hopefully, hopefully. Um, I think I've seen someone today saying they were at the game with the new home kit. I think I've seen. No, definitely not. I don't get me wrong. I remember back to the
There's
40
an
triple C.
another cunt get him to fuck.
Who's this? What's this classiest part of the day? It was near B Tom.
No, underneath him.
J- John, would you get the boat yourself? Will you? You're getting blocked. You're getting Graham Norton chair. Get out of this podcast. You bleeding gobshy.
Yeah, prick.
Stephen Kelly knows that. What's this? Oh, jeez, the comms are flying through too much. Given the armband today to near B Tom was class. It was a good gesture by Cal. You know, good gesture. Hopefully Celtic. Hopefully we won't see Callum wearing the mask next season.
Nah, I think I'll probably end up fucking going to auction or something.
I say there's some bang off it. that that Definitely. It was his farewell beaten. What the hell? What's this? John B is not retired, is he?
I fucking hope so. Get him to fucking know. He'll be shitting himself with VAR's coming. That's
Who
off.
shot? Who shot so close? Bigger, faster, stronger. $6 million.
That's
Who we talking
me.
about?
Me,
Are we, ta-
obviously.
talking about the? Are they talking about the mask now? Are they? Is it going for
Aye,
6 million?
fucking
Is
Steve.
it?
Was it Steve Rogers in it?
That's it. I want to get one of them masks with the boozers. Seriously, love to get one of them masks. Just throw around the patters like, how's it going, mate? What's a crack? I'm in the Cal mask tonight.
Mate, if you walk into the Boozers with one of them on, they'll probably think you're in to fucking hold the place up.
With this hat on as well, like, how's it going, mate? You'd be like, get the fuck out of here, would you? Oh god.
Oh, fucking Steve Austin, but that's Steve Rogers.
Steve Austin,
Steve Austin, fuck.
316,
I don't know
316.
what, I wasn't alive when the $6 million man was on, so I was only guessing.
Is this? No, that's not Ric Flair. That's the Nature Boy. That's the $6 million man. Was that the guy with the briefcase? Was it?
Oh, fuck no, he jumped off fences and shit.
Sounds like a scrambling from the police
Aye.
in Scotland. They've been run through the Gallagher.
Aye, I know all about that, mate. I know about that.
Yeah, yep.
Tom Sharp Bass.
Why is some of the B team getting medals? Some of the B
Because
team played.
they're part of they're still part of the match day squad, so.
Yeah, Stephen Welch got a medal today. 10 appearances in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did young Toby get a medal?
He did. So
How
did. It's because he's been part of the squad. He might not have played, and he might have been this, but he's still on the bench. So
Sure.
they still.
For God's sake, Marvin Compere got a medal. He didn't play one league game for Celtic.
There you go.
Yeah.
Who was the other week? Fucking Karamoko. He got a medal as well. I think his was made of chocolate because he just looks like a wee Wayne with a sweetie,
Oh, fuck it, let him go. If he doesn't want it, his heart's not at the club, let him go. I'm fucking sick of talking about Karamoko. Why would they waste their time on Celtic podcast and have got no wee shitty podcast? Leave them to it. They better off going onto that podcast with them. You ever see that fella, big heifer of a lad, and the girl that's like, well, it's meant to be a girl with the big fucking orange head in her, big slap head in her.
That's his wife, and it's also his sister.
Oh, jeez, that's what it is. Sorry. It's like Little Britain or something. It is. Scheme.co.uk.
Oh, fucking smelly tramps.
Benny, you got a medal. He did.
Who?
Ben Yu, remember Ben Yu? The whole this.
Oh, fucking Kundai.
Yeah, Kundo is playing in second division Icelandic football at the moment.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh. Magic. Well done, son.
That's it. Toby will be the next Celtic keeper because because the heart has taken him under the wing. I agree with you. I have high hopes.
So it's nothing to do with him being a good keeper or anything like that. Just
Joe Hart, the head and shoulders promotion, just throwing the bottles out, that's it. Steve Austin, he's an average guy these days with inflation. Leave Steve Austin alone. Imagine Steve Austin just going into Ibrox and just stunning them all, just stunning every zombie. Just keeping it going, Steve.
Fuck's sake, Steve Austin can't even pay for his electricity these days, never mind being the $6 million man.
Heartbreak kid, Shawn Michaels.
Right. Wait, speak you saying Joe Curran, fuck's sake. Your age is with Steve's dad. Oh, cheers.
Right. You think Ange will change the system now next year? Or he's going to still go the same formation?
No, he's going to live by the sword and die by the sword.
He's going to be stubborn, and even though he needs to have a game plan for Champions League. We can't go out there and play the same style of football. I'm sorry.
I agree with you, but I think he'll learn. I'm not taking
a FIFA score to PSG again. Sorry.
No, I don't want that either. But I don't know, mate. I think he'll learn lessons for this year's Europa League. So we'll just need to wait and see, mate.
Keith, you're a legend. The videos are funny laughing at them mutants. Is that on TikTok, Rosie? Because I love opening a can of whoop ass on that. I love opening a can of whoop ass. I just to be like, what? Need to be careful in Champions League. 100%, Pablo. 100%. You can't be going in there and expecting, as I said, me and Paddy have talked about this about 5 times on the podcast. I'm sure Paddy's bringing it up on his own podcast, which is the Jungle Gyms, folks. Get them a subscribe. Let them get up to 1,000 over the summer. If I don't see people subscribing on this channel of the Jungle Gyms, is there absolutely snakes in the grass? Jungle Gyms
You,
podcast.
you hear that? You hear that? You don't want
The
this man
gaff,
calling you a snake.
the gaffer saying it, or I get Ange's wife after. At the end of the day, we're all boasting about Ange being
By the
absolute.
way, by the way, fucking Big Ange is punching, is he no?
Ah, big Ange,
Woo!
Big Ange pulled her out of Bondi Beach or something. He did top
By the way,
chef.
maybe that's why
I'd
they
say,
call him.
I said it was that Borat Tash that pulled her.
Maybe that's why they call him Big Ange. You know what I mean? It's
Probably with that blazer on.
just fucking jumping off, man. Told you right out. It's like that size. Woof.
Jesus, the Greek god himself in Bondi Beach. They don't call him South Melbourne for nothing.
Oof, aye, but listen, fucking fair play to him, man. He's done well there. Maybe that's why he's the boss, man. Look.
He is the boss. He's a stud muffin.
He is, by the way.
I fucking love the cow mask in the background, man. Now, fucking fans are coming out. Say, what did you think of They played Live It Up. Did you hear them playing Live It Up? I was like,
by the way, listen. I don't give a fuck what they played last year. We started playing that first. Get it up them. They copy us at every single opportunity.
fuck them. They don't have a brain cell to the name anyway.
Oh, Rabbi boy, I'm fucking bigging the guy up. I'm bigging his wife up. I'm not saying it bad about it. I'm saying she's absolutely cracking, and the big man's punching. It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
Look at at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, this is a massive shout out to Ange's wife, right? I don't know what her name is, Mrs. Postecoglou. She's the boss of the fucking team. She orchestrates how he goes to work, how he lives his life, the way he thinks straight, way he stimulates himself. At the end of the day, we could all go say Ange this and Ange that. She's the one that fucking flew over after 3 weeks of him living there on his own and sorted out his fucking dress sense. So we need to respect Mrs. Postecoglou. And that's why I gave a picture today of Mrs. Postecoglou saying wifey goals. So there you go. There you go.
I respect how much he's punching. So fair play to you, Mrs. Postecoglou.
That's it. I'm just jealous of that Ange. Simple as that.
Well, there's somebody there saying like if I was 56 and that was my wife, I'd be fucking
Ange Hebner. Fucking beast of a manager. Right, I asked this the other night, right, on the channel. On the channel, I asked them when I was having a drink with them on Wednesday night. This is a bold question, and I know a lot of people probably think I'm fucking off my head saying it, but status of Ange as a manager at Celtic now after the rebuild, what do you put him as a category? Do you put him as a legend, a great, an icon? What is he in there as? Be honest.
If I had to choose, mate, I would say icon.
Now, before you answer this, Gaz said at the start of the season on Go Radio, he said if Ange could win Celtic the league this season, he could build him a fucking statue outside Celtic Park. Then when I asked him that question after we won the league, I was like, he's still building a statue. I was like, well, if he's a statue, he's a legend. So what is he?
If I'd have won the treble, I would have went down the kind of demigod route. But as it stands now, just the job that he's done, mate, I'm going to go for an icon because everything that he's done has been iconic. For the moment he opens his mouth to speak, to watch them on the sideline, to see him celebrating, it's iconic. The team, the performance, the style of play has been iconic. So the man has had the dream kind of start to his Celtic career. So let's just see how things progress into next season. And once we win the Champions League next season, then he can get down as being a legend.
A legend. Is it a case that he needs to regain the league next season and do that run to be a legend?
Oh, I of course, because listen, you can't be a legend and not have success. You can't lose the league.
Second place, as you know.
Yeah, obviously you can lose the league like Barton O'Neill lost the league, fucking Jock Stein lost the league, but if out of 2 years you can't win one, lose one, and be a legend. You know what I mean? Unless you've done something really special like go and win the Champions League. So
Well, Frankie's saying she's some bit of gear. Look. When I hear to talk about Ange's wife, at the end of the day, I've Ange as a man himself to leave Japan to J League with his three kids and his beautiful wife to come over and build his team and change the culture of football, change the culture, give the coaching staff a bit of faith and deal with them and go on to win a League Cup and win a league and get some iconic moments in Europe as well. You can't fucking fault the man. The chap is a fucking legend. Like, well, I don't say he's not a Celtic legend. He's a legend as a human being.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Have you seen his wife?
He's a legend as a human being.
Aye,
He's an icon for me for the time being.
aye, absolutely. Just everybody, I think he just holds so much kind of esteem throughout everything that he does, and it's good. It's great to see. Great to see a manager who that we can actually everybody can look up to. Doesn't matter what age you're.
100%. Like he's taken dose of experience and every. He was asked the other night, like, was this your greatest achievement? And he was like, he didn't want to say, yeah, it was his greatest achievement, but he said this took the most out of me. And I think, like, obviously, long term, he's had to be in here. What since July, June, July, the
Mm,
amount of games he had to deal with. Like we were playing 3 games a week at one point, you know,
mm.
and to prep the team, dealing with injuries at the start, not dealing with a lot of players coming in the door, but expecting. No, we signed 12 in the window, but it didn't feel like we signed 12 in the first window.
No, it didn't, because the majority of the players came in and slotted in seamlessly. You know what I mean? So it's just been brilliant, mate. But listen, I told you I came on for 15 minutes. You've kept me here for over an hour.
Aye.
I'm going to have to go and see my win.
And, well, I'll stay on for another 10, 15 minutes. We'll
And
talk.
I'll need to go back and watch the rest of fucking Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's it. Hopefully Sonic's feeling a bit sick tonight. He gets the greenies instead of being the blue, white, and red.
He's a wee hun bastard, fucking red, white, and blue.
Look, I'll leave you to it. Anyways, pleasure having you on, Paddy.
No
Take
worries,
care of
pal.
yourself, bud.
Everybody
Cheers,
else,
Helen.
enjoy your night strips.
We'll catch up during the week and try to get a season review done or something.
No worries, pal.
Players, perfect.
No worries.
So that's Paddy, folks. Absolute legend. The Jungle Gyms podcast. Absolutely class. We're not going to talk about any more people's wives here. At the end of the day, what a result! What a season! What a season to be a team. We've had it fabulous over the last 10 out of 11 seasons. So it's back to where it's meant to be. Not just that trophy. The League Cup is back as well. Koyoko's scoring 20 goals. Jack and Mack is finishing joint top goal scorer in the league as well. Abada banging 15 goals in. I think in a season, these 4 seasons, Carter Vickers been consistent. Starfelt and Carter Vickers not losing the game together. Domestic football, like league football, unbelievable. It's been just so much positivity. Obviously, it was a sad day for Tommy Rogic and Near Beaton to say goodbye to the fans. I felt like they could have told. I felt like the club and the players could have told us a bit closer. It was a kick in the face yesterday. It was been lingering. The Beaton thing I've touched on the YouTube channel about for like 2 weeks now. Tommy was asked 3 weeks ago, and obviously he kind of dismissed it, and then it was happening. But look at Tommy Rogic, Celtic legend. He has a legendary status. Playing for the club for over 9 years in modern day football. His stats are remarkable when he played the Wizard of Oz. These iconic goals, 47 goals in there, the treble winning goal. He's a legend in himself. Beaton, I wouldn't say a legend. Beaton came in this season, done a decent job defensive midfield. He was never a great centre back, and he literally irritated me. I've said many times in the channel over the years he's not a centre back, and I didn't want him at the club, but give it to him. At the end of the day, he stood by it. He played 270 games. He's won 18 honours. 18 honours for a fan to criticise a person that's won 18 honours. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird, but he's done it. He's done it. Only two invincibles left. Yeah, James Forrest and Callum McGregor. Look at folks, football. That's modern day football. We're moving with the times, and expecting to get a decent player for 2 or 3 million is very hard these days. I know we obviously got who did we get for 2 million? Giacomakis because of the relegation of VV Veno going down from the Eredivisie, but it's very hard to get a decent established footballer for 2 million these days. But look at the recruitment's been pretty good. The fans have been electric this season. The Thunder is back. The Thunder's back, and it's up to ourselves to not fuck it up next season. At the end of the day, we're just gonna take every game as it comes. We'll never stop. Definitely not. Um, it's great to see so many numbers in here tonight. Tell us where you are all watching from. I do apologise if there is swearing as well. But look, folks, I'm at them in the league. I'm not gonna stop swearing for some one or two people. If you have kids that are still up and it's 11:15 in the night, put them to bed. I'm not going to change me vocabulary on the podcast for one or two people moaning about me swearing. It's natural. I'm a human being. So I think Ange thinks I've said it. I don't know if you've seen the video. I'm convinced that we could go invincible in the league next season. I know it's a bold statement, but I think we could. But look, let's just take every game as it comes. I know I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Belfast, Argentina, great to see people on the other side of the world tuning in. Great name as well. Brendan, great to see Ireland as well. Aberdeen as well. Get the comments in, folks. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, if you're watching from Facebook, come on the Hoop Celtic. Come on, let's get me to 12,000. 600 away. Like, share it to a friend. What are you gonna not like it? Not like a bit of banter, a bit of Celtic proper Celtic chat. Yes, we don't do statistics and we don't analyze it like some other podcasts do. And fair play to them. Fair play to all. I just want to give a shout out to Hamish, Hell 67, to Ryan, to Celtic Fan TV, to Irish Mick, to Judy, to Axon, to you know the Huddle podcast, the Jungle James, to Dell, to Max. There's loads of podcasts out there. The 20-minute Tims, 4 Tims on the podcast. There's so many good podcasts out there, folks. You're just spoiled for entertainment. Yes, some people are off the grid and some people don't like watching a particular podcast. Endless Celts as well. They're brilliant, brilliant, and the work they put in. Like Endless Celts, prime example. They do a show on a Tuesday. They do a show on a Friday. Axon do shows every day. Jody does his match day reactions. Max does his match day. Mick does his match day reactions. I don't have the luxury to do match day reactions because I don't go to the games, as people know. When you have two young kids, they're more important than Celtic Football Club, and it's not. Some people might turn around and say, "Well, that's a bit cheap if you're doing a YouTube channel." It's not cheap. You don't have to go to the games to be a true supporter. Fact. That's a fact. So hopefully, when roughly will the Champions League games? The Champions League games are always in the middle of September. Middle of September they start, and then the knockout stages start in the middle of February. So We'll get two games in December. We'll get I think it'll be two games in on September, midweek, mid September, the end of September. We'll get one game in October. I don't know how it's gonna work with the Qatar World Cup, to be honest with you, because obviously the World Cup going on is a bit different, like that's the fixtures are all over the place. The League Cup and all is gonna be rearranged to the latter part of next season. So we'll get more clarity towards when it happens. I can say to you, like, I don't know when the dates are going to be exactly. Thanks very much. Thanks very much. I've got 3 games in this season, folks. 3 games, better than no games. And for the Celtic fans that haven't got any games in this season, you come in and watch the podcast. Your intelligence is as good as anyone that sits in that stadium. Don't let anyone tell you you're a part-time fan. If you invest in the club, I've put in what 1,600 quid into Celtic this season on Celtic gear, then going to the games and stuff like that. Does it make me different to someone that's sitting in the Green Brigade or North Cove or someone that's sitting there 50 years? No, it fucking doesn't. We all love the same fucking club, and we're all on the same page this season. We're all loving it. We all love winning. And if things get wrong next season, which to be honest with you, there's a 10% chance in my head at the moment, don't start fucking slating Ange. Don't start slating the player. At the end of the day, you gotta have patience. No one's perfect. Ange's gonna get wrong. He's going to get wrong in the Champions League, and a touch what he doesn't. You just have to back him and be back. It was an unknown season this season, and next season we're obviously going to be demanding success as Celtic's built on success. But just we have to have a bit of patience next season. I know there's going to be people putting up mad scores saying, "Yes, we're going to beat Rangers 5-0, 6-0, or we'll beat this team 5-6-0." No, I won't. We have we have four competitions to go for next season. I know people are going to say, "Oh well, we usually play in four competitions anyway," but the intensity of football has gone up, and if we're going to compete in every competition, we're not going to win everything. We could win everything, but it's putting the right mentality down. It's about Callum going out there and getting the right lads up for the game. It's about keeping our key assets like our Jovanoviches, our Koyogos, and building that. Maybe we will get a few J League players in. Maybe we'll get an Iranian midfielder in. Maybe we'll get a Iraqi defender in. Maybe we'll get someone from the English Premier League. We don't know. But what we do know is that we've won the league. We've won the league. We've taken the league back. Well, a lot of people weren't expecting to take it back, and it's been remarkable, remarkable fashion. We've taken the league back. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And don't worry about Wednesday. Don't worry about next Saturday. That's their problem. Yes, they're our rivals, and we want them to lose to Hearts and Frankfurt. Who gives a fucking shit? At the end of the day, if they go on and win and they go on and go about in like an England 66 bleeding mindset, leading to at the end of the day, we have won the league. We're not sitting second place with no trophies this season, folks. We have came back from a rebuild season. We've won a League Cup. We've won a league. We played some unbelievable football. The fans have been absolutely ecstatic. Ange has been amazing on and off. I was gonna say on and off the pitch. Well, realistically, he puts all the tactics on the pitch. The way he presents himself to the media, the way he gets on with everyone, the way he has time for fans. It's just a new culture of football. It's a new culture of Celtic. Yes, some people might turn around and say the boardroom is still corrupt as hell, no faith and confidence. If we're winning games and we're winning leagues and we're bringing decent footballers in and keeping them for 2 or 3 years and selling them for a good margin of price, should be no complaints. Last season was horrible. Yeah, they were brutal last season, but I think they owed up and admit that they fucked up last season. You know, they fucked up last season. So yeah, league was always a priority. Domestic football was looking like we were all saying, "Jesus, if we win the league this season and get a Champions League spot, it's gonna be great," and we've done it. Yeah, I'm living for the day. Living for the day. I would some like Norwich defenders. Like maybe we went down the road and obviously got the likes of Christopher Royer and Mialbi and Lustig and stuff. Like see what happens. 10 years to lose. It's 12 months to win it back. True. Well, we won it back in 10 months. So all we can do is take the first fixture as it comes and enjoy. Look at, let's just let the lads enjoy. Let's just let Tommy and Near enjoy the last couple of days at Lennoxtown, saying goodbye to the coaching staff, to the dinner ladies, to staff in the stadium. You know, Tommy and Near are obviously gonna know these people a lot over the last 10 years to being at the club, and all I can say is well done, Near Beaton. You know, I've dealt with you many times at the club, and you know what a servant. Well done, Tommy Rogic. Love the man. Absolutely love the man. And as I said on the podcast earlier on, shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie, shed a tear when Tommy was coming off, like most fans would. But got a standing ovation, you know. And WWE wrestler Finn Balor, Becky Lynch, Dublin Ireland Celtic fans. Sheamus, yeah, Sheamus is. But anyways, folks, I'm gonna leave it there. It's almost 11 o'clock. It was an absolute honour to throw the shit at you all season. Some jumped aboard and subscribed to the channel. Some haven't. But look, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it. You don't, you don't. You win some, you lose some. But one thing, we've won the league back. Glasgow's green and white in the League Cup and in the league. And hopefully next season we'll take a Scottish Cup as well when we're at it and we have a good run in the Champions League. But we'll keep our cards close to our chest and enjoy the football we scored this season. I think we scored altogether 102 goals in the league this season, which is pretty good. So appreciate the support. 90 legendary people on. I am going to join again. It's going to be a bit flat to be honest with you, but like you know what, I will be on TikTok live. He's more welcome to join in. Just gonna be sitting there talking Celtic. Celtic songs will be on. Irish songs will be on for the next hour or two. And but like massive thank you again to every single one of you for watching me on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And a massive thanks to most of all for Paddy. Paddy leaving the win to come in and chat to me for an hour. Really appreciate it, Paddy. Absolutely appreciate it, So yeah, appreciate the stuff. So take care, folks. Hell, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow to do ratings of the players of the season. So speak to you all soon.